Hey everyone, and welcome to today's video. In this video today I want to share this 6x6 inch mini album which I've made recently. And as you can see by the front cover, it's a cat's album, so I actually made it for the owner of two very sweet cats which we have taken care of here in Sydney, Australia. So we did a house sitting job, and yeah, so this was actually the thank you gift which I left for the owners at the end of our beautiful stay. So for those of you who doesn't follow me on Instagram and haven't seen it yet, I'm actually in Australia at the moment. So I'm originally from Germany, but I will stay in Sydney for 1 year. And yeah, so I did some house sitting in the past couple of weeks and months, and that's what I did for the last house sitting job, as I said. So compared to the other project shares you can find on my YouTube channel, this is actually an album I want to show to you which has already some pictures in it. So I think it's quite nice to also see how the albums can be filled. So usually I do them and I either sell them or give them as a gift to friends and family members, and then they don't have any pictures in it. But this time I actually included all the pictures we took of the two cats which are named Simba and Archie, so you will see this album filled with photos already. And the collection I have used to make this album is a new collection by Simple Stories, and it's called Pet Shop Cats. So the collection Pet Shop is actually available for cats, but then also for dogs, and I think for other pets as well. So I got the Pet Shop Cat collection kit, obviously, but usually the Simple Stories collection kits include 12 sheets of pen and papers, but this one only includes 6 sheets, so I actually had to get 2 collection kits to finish this 6x6 inch album. But then I also included some solid papers matching the color theme. So yeah, that's what I used to finish up this album. And I actually really had a hard time finding my regular basic cardstock here in Sydney, Australia. So in Germany, I know exactly where to get my materials for making mini albums, where to get my cardstock and chipboard, but it was quite hard to find something here, so I used the American Craft textured cardstock which I got at Spotlight, a shop here in Australia. But if any of you are coming from Australia has any tips on a good cardstock, I would actually prefer a 3-sized cardstock, but it doesn't matter, like even if it's 12 by 12. Yeah, I'm thankful for any tips you guys have for me. Okay, so now let's have a look on what I did on the front and back cover. So first, if you have a look at the spine of the album, I didn't really add a lot here. I just used one of the chipboard elements. So I also got some decorative elements from the collection kit as well as, so I got some breads, and then I also got the chipboard stickers and some bits and pieces to use. And then on the back cover, I of course had to add this tag pocket, so that's what I always like to include on the back covers, because it's just great to leave a little note when you are giving your album to friends or family members as a gift. So yeah. And that's what I did here, and I actually just decorated it by using one of the journaling cards which come with the collection kit as well. So this is a cutter part which is included in one of the sheets, and yeah, I just added it onto the pocket. And I usually would keep my front covers very simple, and that's also what I did on this album. So I actually just used one of my scallop frame die cuts, and then I used this at the background for the title of my album, and the title is obviously just the names of those two cats, which were Simba and Archie. And then I also included two of the stickers of two cats which look like Simba and Archie. And then I actually wanted this to have a little bit of dimension, so I used some foam tape so it would stand out a little bit. And then to the corners, which are not hidden by the cat stickers, I also added some enamel dots, and I used one of my corner punch tools to decorate the corners as well. And then all of my albums have a ribbon closure, and I like to include this ribbon closure by using a white eyelet, and then I used some white ribbon in pastel blue. So that's what the first two pages look like when you open up the album, or actually what the inside of the front cover looks like, and then the first page. And as you can see, what I used here is my interactive page style 1 for the inside of the front cover, because I really like including this pocket with a flap closure which holds a lot of photos or journaling tags. So I like including a journaling tag here, as you can see. And then I also included one small booklet in which I placed two photos of those cats. And I actually didn't use the journaling tags for journaling this time, so I also included a photo on the back side. But you could also like leave it just blank with some white paper, and then you can write down some memories you want to keep in there as well. And then for decoration, I didn't do a lot as well, because I used this 4x6 journaling card, so I trimmed it a little bit down, but I really liked the image of all the cats on this journaling card, so that's what I used on the pocket. And then I just added some enamel dots to decorate the corner of the flap again. And for this envelope closure, I actually used a white eyelet, and on one of the white eyelets on the bottom, I also added one of the braids I got with the collection kit as well. And then the second interactive page style I used in this album is my favorite page style number 2, and this is actually just a coincidence, so I usually like using those two page styles at the beginning of my album, but you could use any page styles out of my two Mega bundles I sell on Etsy, which include 25 different page styles each, so I have the choice of 50 different interactive page styles. But yeah, for the first two page styles, I really like using page style 1 and 2, but I could definitely use other page styles as well. So as you can see, page style number 2 is a booklet in which you could add a lot of different photos, and this booklet actually closes by a magnet closure, which I added underneath the photos, and then I also added this ribbon pull tag so that you would know that this is where you can open up this page style. And again, I kept the decorations very simple, so I only added a 3x4 inch journaling card, and then I also included this heart sticker because I felt like it would need a little bit of an extra color on there. Now the next page on the left side is actually just a basic page, so I just added some pattern paper, but I also included a little tuck spot later on, so that's what I would do in the end. After finishing my albums, I will have a look on the basic pages and have a look on which cutter parts I still have left or stickers, and then I like to include these tuck spots. So I used my scallop frame here again, and I used one of the cutter parts saying all you need is love and a cat, and added a paw sticker, and then behind this tuck spot I placed two photos on the front and back side of the cats onto a scallop frame as well. And then for the interactive page style I included on the right side here, I decided to use my favorite page style number 33, which is part of my interactive page style Mega Bundle number 2. So I have 2 page style bundles available, and this would be in the second bundle. And I really like this page style because it's just 2 tag pockets again, but then you can add photos to either to both of those tags, and you could actually use the front and the back side of the tag, so you can include 4 different photos on this page style. And for decoration, I added another one of the scallop frame die cuts, and then I also added, I think it was just part of one of the 3x4-inch journaling cards, but I cut it off, so it says the cat's meow, and then I added a heart sticker as well as one of the cat stickers coming with the collection kit. And then again, for the next 2 pages, I keep the left side very simple. So this is just a basic page, and with these basic pages you can just decide like what photos you want to place on there. You could add 2 photos, 2 smaller photos, and I just added 1 larger photo, also backed on a scallop frame on here. And then on the right side, I decided to use my favorite page style number 46, and this is a gatefold page style, but it closes with a ribbon again. So I used some eyelets and I pulled through the ribbon here, and I really like the look of it. And then you can just open it up, and for the gatefolds I would usually use the insides for journaling, and then I would just add a photo, or you could also add 2 photos or 3 photos or 4 photos, depending on the size, to the middle of the page. And then for decoration, I again only added some of the stickers to the corners, and I always try to match those 2 sides. So I would use the same colors of stickers or of paper to match the other side. And I also don't like it to have so many patterns, so that's why I also like including these solid papers, to just have this these pages not being so busy. For the next 2 page styles, I actually decided to use 2 interactive page styles, which I wouldn't recommend to do on all the pages, but for this one I added my favorite page style number 35 to the left side, also included in my Mega Bundle number 2. And this is an accordion style booklet, which you can open up by swinging those 2 hearts to the sides. So it includes 2 swing features, and then it reveals a lot of different photos added to the accordion booklet. And then on the right side there is another interactive page style, which is my interactive page style number 3, and this is also a swing feature page style. So I have this journaling card which I added onto a scallop frame, or it was actually a sticker I think, and I added it to the scallop frame and then onto some pattern paper. So I did a little bit of layering here, and then you can also swing this to the top and it reveals another photo underneath. Now on the next page style, I again only added 1 photo to the basic page backed on a scallop frame, and then I included 2 of the stickers, but I actually left them open so you could still exchange the photo underneath and slide it under the stickers. And then for the interactive page style, I used my favorite page style number 15, which is a very interactive and fun page style in which you could include different 2x2-inch photos. So I actually only added the photos to one side of those 4 little booklets, but you could also add them to the other sides, and then it keeps in place by using 1 magnet piece. And for the magnet piece, I decided to use one of the chippered elements from the collection, and yeah, it just worked perfectly. I also backed it on one of my circle scallop frames as well. So this is a great page style to include square photos, but also 2x2-inch journaling cards. So especially Simple Stories collection kits often include those 2x2 inch journaling cards, so that's why I love this page style. I'm not really sure why I only added 2 of the 2x2 inch journaling cards to the inside of those booklets, but yeah, it actually came with 4 different journaling cards. I'm not sure I didn't add the other 2. I think I wanted to. But yeah, so sometimes I like deciding which page styles I use in my album depending on the decorative elements I have and the photo sizes I have. Then on the next page style, I again kept the left side very simple by only adding a tuck spot. So again, I used a scallop frame die cut here, so you can see I really like using the same elements. But I added a sticker on the pattern paper here, also decorated the corners by using some enamel dots, and that's where I placed another one of those photo tags behind the tuck spot, because I really wanted to use more of the 3x4 inch journaling cards. And then the next page style is page style 11, which is one of my favorite page styles because it actually reveals the next 2 pages. So how it works is you have this heart swing feature again. So again, for the hearts, I just used another die cut and my die cutting machine, and then you just swing it to the left side and you would be able to flip the 3x4 inch flap to the right side, and then you can also open up the next 2 pages which were closed before when the swing feature was in the right position. So as you can see now, there are 2 other pages are revealed. So you have a simple page on the left side, and then you have page style number 7, which is a simple belly band. You can place some photos behind the belly band, or I only added one of those journaling tags or photo tags on here to include another one of the 3x4 inch journaling cards. And I also added one square scallop frame to the belly band and included some of the stickers matching the pattern paper on the left side. And then again, to close up this page style, just bring the heart swing feature in the correct position, and then it will close. And this brings us to the last 2 pages, or actually the last page, and then the inside of the back cover. So on the last page I included page style 37, which is also a very fun page style. I really liked including this to this album because I had all the breads with the collection kit. Not with the collection kit, I bought it separately, but I really wanted to use it, and I also really liked including a different closure style. So for the closure here I used one of my elastics, and then I added a bread to decorate the eyelet I have used as well. So just open up the elastic closure, and then it reveals another accordion style booklet, and I added 4 different photos to this booklet. And for decoration I didn't do a lot, so as you can see I only had a little piece of those hard pattern papers left, so I added this to the middle, and then I also added some solid papers to fill this 3x4 inch paper completely. Now for the last page I decided that this album definitely needs one of the waterfall page styles, so I decided to do page style 38. So this is a full page waterfall page style, so you can add different 4x6 inch photos in the 6x6 inch albums, and if you would do an 8x8 inch mini album, you would add you would have a waterfall page style for 6x8 inch photos. So that's what I did here, and then I had some more photos which I really wanted to include, so I also used my scallop frames and added them to the pattern side of the waterfall pages and included some 3x4 inch photos as well. And then what I also like about this page style is that you can use a different closure here. So I really like these different closure types. So what I've used here is a Velcro circle, which I added to this kind of belly band closure, and then I also added a square scallop frame on here and used one of the stickers. I could actually also add some enamel dots to the corners. I'm not quite sure if I did it after I filmed this video, but yeah, so I think it's a really nice closure as well. You could of course also add a magnet instead and use a magnet instead of the Velcro circle. And that's it for this project share. I really enjoyed making this album, especially because I just like gifting my albums to people, and this was definitely a surprise to the owners of the cats, and they sent me a message that they really love this album. And also what I want to add here is I actually took all the photos of myself, but I was sure that they would like to include their own photos as well. So all these photos in the album are glued down with a glue stick by Scotch, which is non-permanent. So you could just remove the photos like a sticky note and then exchange them for other photos. So I left them a note that that's what they could do. So if they have some photos with the cats as well, they can add it here instead of those photos which I took. So yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, I would love to get your feedback in the comments down below, and I would also appreciate it if you can leave me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and then I would love to see you in my next video. Bye!